Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to our assembly for week 4. Today's assembly will form a little breakwater across the term, as we won't have one next week due to a number of other activities going on during that week, including Year 5 retreats and Year 7 camps and any number of other things. So in some ways, it marks the halfway point of our term, just a little bit early. But that's a good time to take stock, to check our direction and our pace, which may not have picked up too full just yet. So it might be an opportunity to have a little think about that. Today we will continue the celebration of our learning from 2024 with the presentation of the academic medals to last year's Year 5, 6, 7s and 8s, which will be wonderful. We will also hear from our student leaders as to the Year 12 motto for the year and our sports prefects about many of the activities taking place in Term 1. So I'm just babbling on a little bit here because I'm just waiting for a greater level of calm. As Australians, eager to celebrate what is wonderful about our country and acknowledge also what requires further healing, we acknowledge the first Australians of these lands and waterways, the Turrbal people, and we commit ourselves to continuing to walk with them in solidarity, in justice, and in celebration. We'll begin with prayer.
Good morning, gentlemen of Nudgee College and all the wonderful parents gathered today. Gentlemen, today marks a little bit of a milestone for me personally, and I promise it's the last time I'll allude to the fact that I'm new. But this is essentially my 4th week, so almost one way through a term. And I just want to reflect, if I can, for you around 2 main observations that I've picked up of Nudgee College, which are perhaps different to previous experiences. And I once learned that a really effective way of teaching young boys is to talk about stars, so things you do really well, that if you're in prep you'd earn a gold star for, and wishes, as if to say, hey, you're not bad at this, but I wish we could be even better at. So I just want to give you some feedback on 1 star and 1 wish. Now, gentlemen, my star is the absolute welcoming nature and pride you have in your school. I'll be honest, coming from a much smaller school, I was unsure of what the humility of a Nudgee student would be. I know all the excellent things you achieve on and off sporting fields, in and out of classrooms, on performing arts stages, in social justice. Nudgee has a phenomenal reputation, which is probably one of the reasons why your parents chose to send you here. But with that at times comes an arrogance. But I haven't picked up on that. So congratulations for that sense of humility and graciousness that you all hold. I love the way you sing the school song, particularly the Borders, and I'm excited that once more I get to hear that this morning. Please try and raise the roof so all the parents gathered can see that immense pride that you have. But gentlemen, to have a small crack at you if I can, I have a wish. I have a goodness me, Nudgee, it'd be better if. And that is the absolutely abhorrent state of our grounds. There are more bins at this school than the other 2 schools I've worked at put together. Every 10 metres you have a bin. Yet for whatever reason, people choose, perhaps in a sense of entitlement, to leave it where they were sitting because somebody else would get it. It's not the cleaner's job, it's not the staff's job, it's your job to do the simple thing. Because A, that's what it means to be part of the common good, but moreover, if you don't, the world faces consequences. You're shortly going to see an image of something called Rubbish Island. Rubbish Island is a true thing. It sits in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, over near where our neighbouring Pacific Islands are. And it's a collection of rubbish that's been washed out of the rivers of Australia's east coast, and essentially the rubbish is all pulled together. It's almost the size of Kiribati, which is a small Pacific island, and it's literally Australia's waste. Now, we don't necessarily sit on a river here, but if we did, this island would be the size of Tasmania instead, because of the way that we aren't doing the right thing. To bring it, if you will, to a Catholic reflection, Psalm 115 says, "The heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth he has given to humankind." And I've got to be honest, we're not treating it very well. Gentlemen, there comes a turning point, and that turning point ideally is today, but if not, it's 150% going to be this Thursday. Because, gentlemen, this Thursday is the 20th of February, and it marks the World Day of Social Justice around the world. And in order of trying to make this faith stuff accessible for you, we're introducing a new initiative for World Social Justice Day, and it will continue. Can I invite Michael Byrne to come forward? He's going to act as a little bit of a model for me. Probably will be the first and last time he's ever asked to model, but nevertheless, he'll embrace this experience. Michael is donning the what will soon be famous, up there with the first 11 cricket cap and the first 15 jersey, the Nudgee College Mission and Identity Sustainability bib. It can't be missed. You'll see him everywhere in this vest. And he also has some of Bunnings' finest rubbish picker-uppers. And throughout the week, not just this Thursday, but throughout the week, the Era for Change group, some young lads from Year 5, and I'm going to talk to Mr. Corley and get the names of some boys that I know can do some great things. The prefects, the first 15, the first 11, the first 6, the first 5, the swimmers, the runners. There's going to be 5 older boys and 5 younger boys, and they're going to walk around in these vests with these rubbish picker-uppers and clean up after the crows. Not you. You clean up after yourself. But for the times when the crow grabs the rubbish out of the bin, for the times the gust of wind takes it onto Wilkes and it's beyond your control, that's what the vesters are going to gather. But they are a reminder to you that we are about sustainability in the environment. Michael's going to stay there simply so you can see just how great he looks there. Because, gentlemen, this picture that I found of Nudgee College on the internet is a perfectly clean Nudgee College. It speaks of pride, it speaks of privilege, it speaks of cleanliness, it promotes the environment. And that's what this initiative is about. Gentlemen, speaking of the environment, my second point for you this morning is reflecting, if you will, a little bit on what happened last week and what's going to happen in 3 weeks' time. I'm going to put Michael on the spot here. He doesn't know it. This is going to be so fun. Gentlemen, what you can see on the screen in a moment is a swimming pool. It's of the Chandler Aquatic Centre, where our GPS swimmers will be competing in a few weeks' time. It's the same size as the Nudgee College pool that you all swam in and most didn't drown. Gentlemen, the challenge I have for Michael, and he doesn't know this is coming, is, mate, how many litres of water is in that pool?
Uh, 2 million odd.
Hey, that is extremely close. There are 2.5 million litres of water in a 50-metre swimming pool. That was bang on. That's worth a chocolate. Come and find me. It's yours. 2.5 million litres of water. But can I tell you that Michael Williams, our college captain, earlier this year spoke about Samoa and gave a greeting in Samoa. And I want to focus on a school in Samoa this morning. Because this school in Samoa does not have enough water for the students to drink when they go to school for a whole term. So commencing in a few weeks will be Lent. And at Nudgee College, during Lent, we fundraise. We try and raise some money for an organisation called Caritas. Caritas is trying to provide for a school in Samoa a 10,000 litre water tank. Not 2.5 million, 10,000 litres. It will ensure that there is clean drinking water for that school community for a term. And in order to do that, we need to raise $4,000. There's 2 ways we're going to do it. One of them is through the barbecue committee's weekly lunches. So if you're thinking, do I ask mum and dad for the $6.50 to buy 2 sausages and a drink? Ask them extra nicely. The profits will go toward the Samoa community. We'll also do it at our termly blue and white day. So this term, all the money you bring in for wearing your patriotic blue and white will go towards Samoa. And we're going to aim for more than $1 this year. We're going to aim for maybe 2 or 3 to potentially try and get a couple of water tanks. So gents, they're the 2 initiatives from me this morning. 1, rubbish. Let's fix it and let's be guided by these guys. I must be clear, they are not your slaves. And if those students report to me that people are just saying, hey, Vestas, there's the rubbish, there will be consequences. They are there to pick up the incidental pieces of litter that many of you use as an excuse. My second initiative is around that Caritas, that fundraising, that big barbecue. Let's try and ensure water for everyone. So gentlemen, in order to seek the heavens' help with those 2 drives, we're going to say a prayer together this morning. So I'll read it. I simply ask you to follow along and then to obviously join in forever at the end of the prayer. So if you can make the sign of the cross with me, please, men. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. God of justice, may we continue to be a sign of faith for our world. Help us to care for your wondrous lands and waters by being responsible stewards of our environment. May we recognise the importance of sustainability, clean water and dignity in how we act at Nudgee each day. And live Jesus in our hearts forever. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Michael. And I pass over to Mr. Smith. Gentlemen, as Sir moves forward, can I please invite you to silently be standing as we sing Sign of Faith.
Good morning, staff, parents and students. Today we celebrate the academic achievements of students who attained a gold, silver or bronze award in semester 2 2024 when they were in years 5 to 8. These students have something in common. They've learnt to outsmart their brain. You see, our brains are wired for discomfort. They're wired to avoid discomfort. When given the opportunity, the human brain will take the easy way out. But learning something new is not easy. In fact, clinical psychologist Dr. Becky Kennedy claims that the feeling most often experienced during the learning process is frustration. And if given the chance, the brain will avoid frustration at all costs. But learning is important to our growth. If we avoided learning, if we gave in to our brain's desire to remain in the comfort zone, we would never progress from crawling to walking. We would never know right from wrong. We would never make music. We would never play sport. We would never invent life-saving medicines or experience the fullness of life itself. Cognitive psychologist Daniel Willingham claims that even when we try to outsmart our brain, it sometimes outsmarts us. Daniel claims that learning is like exercise. He asserts that if you want to increase the number of push-ups you can do, you could simply practice push-ups. But it would be even better if you practiced really difficult push-ups, like the ones where you launch yourself off the floor and clap. But when you're new to push-ups, when you're learning to get better at them, you can't do many of those difficult clap push-ups. So it feels counterproductive. You feel frustrated. The activity feels pointless, and often you'll change tact to avoid the challenge. Your brain is chasing the easy out. It's often difficult to keep in mind that the greater challenge will make you stronger in the long run. In contrast, if you practice push-ups on your knees, it feels like things are going great because you can do so many so quickly. Your brain appreciates the easy option, but it's obviously less effective and will result in much smaller gains. When you're trying to learn, your brain tells you to do the mental equivalent of push-ups on your knees. Your brain encourages you to do the things that feel easy and that make you feel mildly successful. But learning happens in the challenge. It's difficult, it can be frustrating, and it's up to us to be courageous enough to face this difficulty and frustration head on. Like our award winners today, I encourage you to go beyond the easy questions, to stick with the tricky topic rather than allow yourself to give up at the first sign of difficulty, to be knee-deep in the challenge, not on your knees in the push-ups, until the frustration starts to fade, to tackle the things you don't know one small step at a time, to outsmart your brain to open possibilities in your future. I now welcome Mr. Chris Cawley, Director of Junior School, to the stage to present the Years 5 and 6 Academic Award winners.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to commence the presentation of Gold, Silver and Bronze Awards for students in Years 5, 6, 7 and 8 for Semester 2, 2024. I'd invite Mr. Thompson and Mrs. Booth to the stage to present our awards. Boys' results from Semester 2, 2024 are used to determine today's award winners. For a Bronze Award, they received an A in all subjects but 3. For a Silver Award, an A in all subjects but 2. And a Gold Award, an A in all subjects but 1. Can we hold our applause until the end of each group, please? In Year 5, the Bronze Award recipients are Hayden Brown, Carrie Clifford, Teddy Denver Feder is absent today, Tate Hyde, Leo Lee, Akira Nakagawa, Jack O'Connor. Can we please congratulate our first Year 5 bronze medalists? In Year 5, the Silver Award recipients are Ethan Brettle, Aidan Brennan, Angus Griggs, Oliver Hilton, James Lee, Ethan Mullins, Jack Shefferman. Can we please congratulate our Year 5 silver medalists? In Year 5, the Gold Award recipients are Harrison Allen, Sanjot Dalibel, Hugo Glasson, Joshua Lentz, Jack McAndrew, Henry O'Donnell, Jackson Overs, Josh Piera, Louis Thomas, Lachlan Moorhurst, Toby Wilson. Can we please congratulate our Year 5 gold medalists? In Year 6, the Bronze Award recipients are Oliver Clancy, Rayhan Elwis, Tristan Jones, Thomas Kennedy, Rory McCaffrey, Harrison Mullins, Louis Smith, Nixon Stewart, Blake Watt, Hayden Wolfe. Can we please congratulate our Year 6 bronze medalists? In Year 6, the Silver Award recipients are Cormac Byrne, Harvey Capone, Max Carrott, Alexander Cliff, Luke Cutmore, Noah Graham, Samuel Herbert, Tristan Holman Lee. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 6 silver medalists? Also receiving silver, Drew Hovey, Edward McEwen, Ruthvit Ramesh, Nicholas Rosenthal, Rocky Rosenthal, Ryan Thompson, Callum Trindad. Please congratulate our Year 6 silver medalists. In Year 6, the Gold Award recipients are Edward Carroll, Christopher Dellimore, Ollie De Young, Fergus Fanilla, Jaden McHugh, Finn Milligan, Freddie Orr, Hamish Patel. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 6 gold medalists? Also receiving gold, Maximus Scott, Luke Shimada Coscarella, Armitage Singh, Archie Spur, Hugh Swyfield, Parker Thompson, Sam Wells, Jack Williams. Can we please congratulate our final group of Year 6 gold medalists? I now welcome the program leader for the junior school curriculum, Mr. Paul Casalino, to the stage.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to present the Academic Awards to students in Year 7. Please hold your applause until the end of each group. In Year 7 from last year, the Bronze Award recipients are Max Holmes, Vaughan Jenkinson, who's absent today, Nicholas Kennedy, Cormac Maguire, George Monfries, Leo Mullins, Bo Nixon, Janav Patel, and Alexander Shave. Can we please congratulate our Year 7 bronze medalists? In Year 7, the Silver Award recipients are Darcy Andrea, who's absent today, Leon Bungurno, Marcus Zaran, Ollie Drum, Cooper Henderson, Jonathan Herbert, Jack Hilton, and Eli Hodges. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 7 silver medalists? Also receiving a silver award in Year 7 are James Manning, Max Porter, Evan Prasad, Hayden Rice, Finn Sargent, Cormac Thompson, and Jack Wilkins. Can we please congratulate our final group of Year 7 silver medalists? In Year 7, the Gold Award recipients are Tresorn Achari, Matthias Beckers, Isaac Brown, Thomas Carter, Jonathan Chappell, Dihan Duwaj, Sebastian Geinz, Fred Guppy, Sam Hall, Mitchell Halpin, Ethan Jalala. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 7 gold medalists? Also receiving a gold award in Year 7 are Nate Moore, Stephen Minio, George Mitchell, Evan Monahan, Diesel Piper, Archer Skillen, Max Stevenson, Daniel White, Mitchell Windell, and Xavier Whisker. Can we please congratulate our final group of Year 7 gold medalists? I would now like to welcome Mr. David Fraser, our Head of Faculty for Business, to the stage. Thank you.
Good morning. It is my privilege to present the Academic Awards to students in Year 8. Please hold your applause until the end. In Year 8, the Bronze Award recipients are Archie Baker, Clancy Barwick, Oliver Burrows, Ethan Dahl, Michael Georgiev, Archie Gents, Charlie Jones, Eric Custor, Charlton Lay, and Daniel Lindeberg. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 8 bronze medalists? Also receiving a bronze award in Year 8 are Duke Moore, Patrick McEwen, Harry Orr, Ashley Overs, Ryan Page, Luke Sanfilippo, Oxton Seed, Hamish Tucker, Oliver Watson, and Kobe Weir. Can we please congratulate our final group of Year 8 bronze medalists? In Year 8, the Silver Award recipients are Diljot Brar, Darcy Bruce, Harry Campbell, Daniel Dawes, Max Geyer, Rory Grant, William Heaton, Miguel Herrera, and Didi Interacompo. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 8 silver medalists? Also receiving a silver award in Year 8 are Hugo Jobber, Harrison Luke, Finn Oliver, Tyler Payne, Harry Reinhardt, Ethan Smith, Thomas Stanford, and Patrick Story. Can we please congratulate our final group of Year 8 silver medalists? In Year 8, the Gold Award recipients are Joshua Andrews, who is absent today, Spencer Blake, Lucas Kolnagi Kruger, Darcy Cotter, Theo Court, Angus Crosby, Henry Dellimore, Abhay Deliwell, Marcus Green, Flynn Hovey, and Lachlan Kovac. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 8 gold medalists? Also receiving a gold award in Year 8 are Jake Lindy, Darcy Livett, Flynn McDermott, Julian McAvoy, Rahul Padmanabhan, Henry Palmer, Amalpreet Sal, Oliver Sens, Scott Sibra, and Charlie Takachik. Can we please congratulate our final group of Year 8 gold medalists?
We're down here at the cricket nets doing some trivia with
Isaac Rauluni, Levi Slater.
and first 11 captain.
Hayden Hamilton.
What is an LBW?
LBW, long baseman win.
I think it means leg before wicket or something like that.
1-0 to Levi.
It's from Adelaide, it's so dogs.
Is a diamond duck.
When you go without any runs.
When you get out with no runs on the first ball of like the first day of a test, maybe.
Incorrect. What is a road? Like if you call a pitch a road.
Someone that you walk up on. Can you smack it?
It goes like out past the batter and like just keeps on going like down the road.
What does a seed mean?
This is the stuff that you put in the ground to make the cricket pitch nice.
Like a bowl that's like really easy to hit. Is that right?
What's a pie?
My favourite food.
It's like a boundary.
Nah, it's like a bad ball, like an easy ball to hit.
Boys.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 2025's first edition of On the Couch. First, I'll welcome my guests today, our sports prefects, Tom Bayo, Levi Slater, and my co-host today, Isaac Raulini. How are we going, boys?
Yeah, good.
Thank you very much. All right, so we'll start with cricket. So I think we've established from that video we're not going to get a lot of sense from Levi and Isaac. So Tom, I'll probably start with you on the cricket.
Great result for the first 11 on Saturday, firstly.
Yeah, really good comeback from the boys after a tough loss to State I round 1. But yeah, great performance. Hayden led the boys well, scored 70, and Newey took the opening batters out, bowled really well, and then let the spinners get to work to bowl them out for 130. So good win.
You haven't mentioned yourself, mate, starting with bat and ball there.
Yeah, I did all right.
I noticed there's a few short boundaries on Ross, but you went for the longest one a few times.
Yeah, just wherever the ball needs to go.
It reminds me of Mr. Brealey did a similar thing in a staff cricket game end of last year, hitting big. On to a bit of volleyball.
Oh yeah, so Levi, you know, you're a former volley player yourself. That career didn't really go anywhere, but you're now a coach of the volleyball, the 8Cs. Talk to me about how your team's going and how your coaching career's going so far, eh?
Yeah, look, well, the boys are coming together really well. They're looking dangerous. They're undefeated so far, 2 rounds into the season. And yeah, all the boys, watch out, get around the 8Cs over the next few weeks.
Yeah, we'll see. So you've been around a bit of sport, so who would you say that your like main coaching mentors are?
Yeah, look, definitely when I first got here a few years ago, Mr. Fabio Westphal, as he's now known, has been a great influence on me, and getting the opportunity this year to coach alongside Andrew Tora, nudgy old boy from 2022, has been great so far. So yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know. Shout out to Fabio, Mr. Westphal. And what were your thoughts on the first six game on Saturday at McHenry there?
Yeah, look, no, it was a great game from all the boys. I think a great 3-0 win, so you can't complain about that. Great debut from a couple of the other boys as well. I think Roman Jones and Vinny Maravecca did very well. And yeah, the first six is looking dangerous. But they'll need all your support guys this week out at BBC, so get around them, okay?
Yeah, I'll hand it back over to you, Mr. Pipers.
So, Tom, in between your time aiming bowling machines at these two jokers, trying to have a bat, what have you noticed around the grounds with cricket? We got any young players coming through?
Yeah, there's plenty of young talent coming through. The 5As have started their season off undefeated. And then the 7As, young Oka Stanley's been bombing them, scored 100 on bye and then backed it up with 60 off 45 balls this week, along with Ryan Thompson in that team. Sharon Preet batted really well in the 8As, been scoring runs. The 9As have been led by Carter Thompson, captain, who's scored 100 round one and backed up with 68 alongside Mark Estrella, who got 71 off 54. The 10As have Corin Driver, who's been batting really well and keeping well, so it's good to see plenty of young talent through the programs.
Yeah, fantastic, and great to see Sharon Preet and Corin making such a good start to their nudgy careers. What about volleyball? Levi, have you been around the courts? Any teams to mention, any individuals?
Yeah, look, well, shout out to one family, all the Dallymore boys, they're carving up. Obviously got two boys in the first, Will and Charles, they carved up on the weekend. And yeah, big shout out to Harry Bennett on the in the thirds on the weekend. Nearly brought the game back with a long streak of serves, so shout out to you.
10 in a row, I believe.
Yeah, 10 in a row, mate.
Oh, yeah, Levi, you got any intel on the swimmers and rowers? You know, they got their big championship coming up to prepare for, so have you seen anything on them, and what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, they're both working really hard in the pool and on the river. Obviously, weren't able to take it out last year in either of them. Brisbane Grammar will be big comp for the swimmers, and TSS definitely looking good, but the boys, obviously, a lot of the rowers coming back, so we should be dangerous.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, very nice.
What have we got coming up this week, Isaac?
Oh, yeah. Well, we got cricket versus BBC this week, and I think so, yeah.
The BBC this week, TSS next week, probably the two biggest games of the season, so yeah, any support there would be muchly appreciated.
So hold on a sec. Yeah, and then big round this year for volleyball is our BGS round 6, and then we'll finish the year off with volleyball with our terrace at home. So everyone get around there. You know, we still need to find the bear, so hopefully he shows up around then. And then we got GPS swimming on the 7th of March, Friday. So try to get down there if you can. I don't know if you need to get tickets in that for your seats, but if you can, try to get them. And we got Heather River on the 15th of March. I don't think Nudgy won last year, so or the year before that. But yeah, we'll try give it their best this year, I reckon, and we'll see how they go. So get around it.
Yeah, we've certainly got a bit of work to do in the pool and on the river. Lots of boys working hard. Great to see, and good luck to those boys in the last few weeks of your season. So we've got no this or that questions today, boys. We've voted that one out. So we've got another video for you shortly. So this will bring close to this section of On the Couch. Boys, if we could please thank our guests. And good luck to our volleyballers and cricketers as they continue their seasons. And of course, over the next few weeks, we'll recognise our rowers and our swimming squads selected for their GPS competition. So, is this next video more nonsense?
I don't know what video it is.
Okay, we'll put it up.
James Hannon, Year 12, Middle.
Declan McGuire, Year 12, Middle.
Joe Costigan, Year 12, Libero.
So boys, when did you first start playing volleyball at Nudgee?
Year 7.
Year 7. Year 7.
What round are you most excited for in 2025?
I'd have to say BGS round and terrace round, round 9. Be there.
Who is the player we should watch out for come term 1? Ollie Scouten.
All right, guys, Theo's right. We need to lock in.
Good luck to all the debaters, the cricketers and the volleyballers playing this weekend. Good morning, Mr. Thompson, CLT, teachers, students and parents. Today, Oliver is performing Yesterday. Oliver is one of our Year 12 music students who also has lessons at the college. Yesterday is a song originally recorded by the Beatles for their 1965 album, Help. The song was written by Paul McCartney, and it remains popular today with more than 2,000 cover versions and is one of the most covered songs in the history of music. Please enjoy our performance today, Yesterday.
Thank you very much, Ollie. It's really good to see people coming up and showing off their skills, so please put your hands together again. Take a moment to look at your uniform. Somewhere on it, you will find the Nudgee crest, proudly displaying the college motto, Signum Fidei, a sign of faith. These words are more than just a phrase embroidered into our blazers. They are a guiding principle, a challenge, and most importantly, a responsibility. Good morning, Mr. Thompson, CLT, staff, parents, and most importantly, my Nudgee brothers. Today, as we stand together as part of this great brotherhood, we recognise that we are a part of something much larger than ourselves. Over 10,000 Nudgee men have walked this path before us, shaping the legacy of this college, and 10,000 more will follow in our footsteps. Yet, no matter when we attend this college, there is one undeniable bond that unites us all: the privilege of being a part of Nudgee College. As a school, we talk and preach about being a good bloke factory, which means that we show kindness to other people and treat all people with respect. Whether you're graduating later this year or only just starting your journey in the junior school, we're all Nudgee men who all wear the same uniform, so we all show the basic politeness to each other. As Nudgee men, we are challenged to be signs of faith to not only the people close to us, but to the people in the broader community. To be a Signum Fidei is to be a true Nudgee man. It is to live a life with authenticity, generosity, and purpose. It is to recognise that the values instilled in us here will shape the way we carry ourselves long after we leave. Being a Signum Fidei starts with the simple things, such as using kind manners to the tuck shop ladies when you buy food, greeting and saying hello to someone when you walk past them, or even simply just putting your rubbish in the bin. Littering is starting to become a real problem this new year, as boys are starting to think that they can just chuck their rubbish on the floor. It is our responsibility as Nudgee men to throw our rubbish in the bin. We don't leave it out, and we definitely do not expect a teacher or member of staff to come pick it up for us. Some of the members of staff have had to spend 30 minutes or more cleaning up our rubbish when they could be off supervising a class or in preparation for their next class. So men, I'd like to finish with a challenge. I challenge you to not only put your rubbish in the bin, but if you see anything lying around, be a real Nudgee man and put it in the bin. Have a good rest of the week ahead and enjoy the weekend sports. Thank you.
Good morning, staff, parents and students. I have the privilege this morning to announce our inter-house swimming results from last week. So if I could ask our house prefects to come and join me on stage, please, our house prefects and Mr. Thompson. Okay, thank you, gents. So last Wednesday, we enjoyed our first inter-house event down at the pool. It was a wonderful day to see everyone trying their best. Even our boys, where 50 metres might just have been a little bit too far, everyone got in the pool and was supported by their big brothers in their houses. So it was a fantastic day. So the tradition for the last couple of years has been to announce from 9th to 1st. So I will continue that tradition and I'll ask the boys to leave the stage as the houses are announced. So in joint 8th place, Tierney and Riley. In 7th place, Shaw. In 6th place, Ross. In 5th place, Barrett. And just missing out on the top 3 in 4th place is McGee. So our final 3 houses are Duggan, Fogarty and McKenna. In 3rd place, McKenna House. "33 points separate first and second. In 2nd place, Fogarty House. Congratulations to Duggan, their 5th win in a row. Well done. Okay, gents, I'll just ask you to come to stillness and listen for the last couple of messages, please. An image will come up on the screen in a second with a question, can we do better? This has already been spoken to twice already this morning. It is believed that for a message to really sink in, we need to hear it 6 times in 6 different ways. So this morning we'll try 3 times by 3 different people. That is something that we should not see at this college. What that says to me is entitlement and privilege. There is no reason why you should not pick up your rubbish after yourself and put it in the bin. Mr. Waugh spoke about the number of bins that we have around the college. Some of them are within arm's reach of boys that still choose to leave their rubbish where they sat to eat it. That should absolutely not be happening. So can we do better? The simple response is yes. And the next image will show you where it is being done better. The youngest members of this college are absolutely getting this right. They are showing that they are truly respectful of the wonderful environment they have. That photo was taken yesterday after lunch and is a true reflection of what is happening in the junior school with our youngest members of the college. So if our youngest members of the college can show that they are true signs of faith and that they are respectful of the environment in which they have the privilege to be in, then there is no reason why our students from grades 7 to 12 cannot do the same higher up the college. The Learning Centre yesterday was a disgrace. So I am challenging you, as Mr. Waugh did and as Frank did, to show who you truly are, because the images on the slide before do not reflect who you say you are as signs of faith, as nudgy men. So I challenge you to make those improvements. The other thing that I wanted to just quickly discuss is chewing gum. We are a no chewing gum school. That message maybe hasn't been delivered recently or frequently, but it is something that we are noticing is an issue. And what happens as a result of chewing gum and littering is that chewing gum ends up in places that it absolutely shouldn't. So this is a reminder, gents, for the start of 2025, that we are not chewing gum. If a member of staff asks you to get rid of your gum, then you are doing that, please. Okay, let's move on really quickly to the week ahead. So we have our final house breakfasts on Thursday with Ross House, and then on Friday with Fogarty House. Our boarders will enjoy their first formal dinner on Thursday evening. And then on Friday, we have our debaters and our swimmers going into round 4 and meet 4. Friday for SF, Year 9s will be in the CBCC for their SF period, and everyone else will be in their normal SF classrooms. And then on Saturday, we move to our round 4, rowing, volleyball and cricket, and I wish all of those boys the best of luck. And then I just wanted to have one reminder for the Bear Cave. So a reminder that our Bear Cave was launched by our Wellbeing and Community Prefects last week, and that runs every Wednesday, and everyone is invited. Wednesday mornings at 7:30 in TO1. Come along, spend some time with some of the older members of the college. And then a last shout out for our social justice. A reminder to sign on. If you have signed on, emails have gone out informing you where you have been successful in terms of the social justice that you are doing this week. So just check your emails for that information. And then finally, I ask James Hannon, who will lead us in 3 cheers.
Hey, Jimmy. Guys, hang on, wait. If only the bear was here.
Okay, thank you, gents. We'll just wait final instructions to leave. I will ask our special guests, our parents, if you'd like to make an exit before the boys. Please do. Okay, Riley House, you can leave. We are heading straight to period 2, please, gents. Fogarty House. If Tierney House would like to go out the back doors.